And I'm back for more. Boxing's ambassador, Prime Minister, about to finish my business up. What more can I say? What's up? I told you I'll probably do another one. Now, depending on how y'all react and engage with this live stream, that depends on how long I go. But let me hit the late night crowd. Shout out to Kamal Oz. Kamal Oz is saying, let's get it. The Bud Buddies are next level furious. Absolutely. Surah in the building. So we got shooters. Jay Gadget. Ego. What's up? Jay Gadget, the very first person in here. I told you I have more to say. I just had to take me a little breather because I really didn't have to take a breather. I could have went straight because I'm a machine. And this is easy work. Smash the like button for the easy work. Click the like button, absolutely. You know it's funny, the harder you work, the easier to work. I put in so much work, my job is easy now, bro. I front loaded my whole life for these moments. So when I get to this point, it's some easy work. You're only one prayer away, the best in the game, the best in the business, and it's not even close. I keep telling you, I'm gonna keep saying that. It's what it is. Boxing ego, the past, present, and the future. Does it look like I was left off bad and bougie? Does it look like we slowing up? And the Bud Buddies, y'all not going to like this because we got more to say. A lot of y'all try to overcomplicate things. So I'm going to keep working. Until you get the picture. I'm going to make it crystal clear. Ego, you think they trying to block Crawford out? Seems so because he's not signed to them and they need to make money off him. Bro, Crawford is entitled. He seems spoiled. He needs to be blocked out, bro. The reason being, you think you going to switch up the way things work, and that's not how it works, bro. Like, you can't go into Five Guys Burgers and tell them to switch up how they making the patties. Or if you go to Five Guys and you don't like peanuts, you tell them to get something else. Oh, I want sunflower seeds. They serve peanuts. Take some or don't take some. That's on you. You going to go into Five Guys Burger and try to tell them how to do what they've been doing at the highest level. Stop. It's Crawford fault. I believe that. You guys can keep trying to sympathize. Oh, we got somebody mad already. When Bud get the rematch, he gonna F Errol for all your hating. He gonna F him. You sound like Diddy. What else? What else you hating on? Always on his y'all effing haters, period. I'm glad you got that off your chest. Block him. We got our first block, y'all. Block Carlos Morris. Hey, yo, block him. And let me know when he is scooped up out the chat. They got him? Hey, when they hate, donate. Bro, we about to make $1 million in boxing. All y'all got to do, when they hate, donate. I ain't even been on 5 minutes. And they angry already. Stay tuned. Somebody said he already got blocked, so we should be good. Block it. Sup, my dude Ego, this Bud's for you. Now you done said, see, when y'all hate, somebody donate. Now y'all done set Kamal Oz off. You see what y'all did? Y'all done made Kamal Oz trigger happy. Kamal Oz, he sent $5. He says, hey, the first part got me. I'm so sorry. He says, Terrence Twitter Fingers Duckford has no no promoter, no network, and he is not a draw, Bro, off rip, Kamal just hit you with 3 shots. He brings nothing to the table except delusions of economic grandeur. Y'all hear this, man? Listen, y'all gonna bow down to Ego's army. Y'all gonna bow down to Box of Ego. Y'all gonna bow down to Surah. Y'all gonna bow down to Kamal Oz. Do you hear what he said? I love it. Kamal, I'm so glad you're here to join us. I love it here. These dudes are delusional. So go down. Listen, if you want to go down with the Titanic, be my guest. But I'm the iceberg. Box of Ego, I'm the iceberg. Ego's army, we the icebergs. So yeah, you could be the Titanic and we gonna see. I know what I'm saying is true. You know what I'm saying is true. It's only a matter of time that we wait. Crawford has never done $1 million plus on pay-per-view ever. Now, I know the bums, they gonna get mad because that's what bums do. The bum of the month, they're gonna be like, oh, but Errol Spence has never done over $1 million either. Yeah, but Errol Spence comes from Texas, so he comes from a bigger state. Y'all love talking about Crawford. It's today's news. Block them. Get them out of here too. Block Joe Joy us. Yusuf, get him out of here. Get Yusuf Mack out of here, bro. That's Yusuf Mack, y'all. Bro, hey, yeah. The funny thing is this. When Crawford is getting flamed for his decisions, these dudes come in here, oh, you guys love talking about Crawford. Bro, it's today's news. What do you want me to talk about that I haven't already talked about? You see what I'm saying? The radical fan bases, they get mad when you're talking about someone when you have a fair, righteous, constructive criticism. No other time. So if I got on here and say Crawford's the best switch hitter ever made and all that, y'all wouldn't have no problems with it. But then the dudes get mad because the conversation shifts as it pertains to where we're at with Crawford's career and today's boxing news. You will not stop this programming. And the worst part about it, I don't break any YouTube laws, terms of service, ordinances. I'm not breaking any national or state, federal laws. So you can't do, the only thing you could do, because I'm not breaking any laws. I'm giving you my opinion. I'm explaining my opinion. Literally, the only thing you do is sit at home on your device or your TV or your phone or whatever and shut up and listen to me. That's your only choice. Or you can leave the stream. You know, you have that option too. It's a free country. Scram. Doesn't matter. I'll still be here making content. I'll still be on YouTube giving my opinion. So do you have your choices right then and there? You're like, oh, I don't like this guy. I don't like how he's talking to me. Okay, leave. Leave. That's it. That's all you have to do. You don't have to tell me. You don't have to put in 2 weeks notice. Just leave. If you don't like the conversation, if it's too hot in the kitchen, if you don't agree and you don't want to hear no one else's perspective, leave. That's good. Cancel that. I'll buy another one. I'm Nino Brown. Leave. Why would Nino Brown care if he got rid of that girl when he Nino Brown? You seen what he did, bro. Cancel that. I'll buy another one. Bro, okay. Yeah, cancel them. Then what? I'm still going to be here, and I'm still going to be saying the same thing. So it doesn't change anything, bro. Kamal Oz, 1,000% accurate. Box the Ego, 1,000% accurate. Crawford has no allies. He has economic delusions of grandeur. He brings nothing to the table. And it's funny because he's talking about Boots bring nothing to the table. Boots is younger. Boots got like a lot of upside to him. He still got it. He just had to keep, doing what he's doing, keep winning. So he got a lot of upside. But Boots got more years in this game than Crawford do. I bet you that. I bet you Jerron Ennis got more years in this boxing business as a fighter. I don't know about like trainers and stuff like that, but as a fighter than Crawford does. And y'all don't want to accept it, but I'm going to make y'all accept it because it's the truth. Y'all want a bunch of yes men. Y'all want me to get on here and tap dance and act like Crawford has been dealt a bad hand. I don't see it like that. So I'm not going to get on here and start caping and capping. I'll save that for other channels. I'm not doing that. Bro, you know what it is. Crawford. Okay, my thing is this. And I learned this from a very young age. If a sole person continues to have a certain circumstance, like let's say negativity, bad relationship breakups, keeps getting cheated on, whatever the thing is, and it keeps happening to the same person, I don't believe that someone's luck is that bad where these things I don't believe there's that many coincidences in the world for something to habitually and continually happen to a person, right? Even something positive like success. Why does The Rock or somebody continue to have success? That means he's doing something right? The Rock is a hard worker, waking up at 3, 4 a.m. in the morning, training hard, taking his roles seriously. He's doing something. That it doesn't matter if it's a positive thing or a negative thing. If the common denominator continues to persist, like you look at Boxing Ego in this game of YouTube, bro, do you know the shelf life for a YouTuber, especially in a niche sport like boxing? I could have came and went. I could have just been here and been a flash in the pan. There's a reason why Boxing Ego has been doing this 10 plus years, and I'm still here, I'm still relevant, and I'm still churning out numbers. There's a reason for that. You can lie, deny, hate, say I hate this guy, whatever. There's a reason for it. Because trust me, on my journey on YouTube, I've seen many people, and they're not here now. The 1 year reunion is nice. 5 year reunion, a little bit better. When you start getting to that 10 year, 20 year reunion, you'll see a lot of them same people ain't there. That's YouTube. I've seen so many people that I don't know. And I'm talking about not somebody who did YouTube 10 years ago and then they sucked at it and then they took a break for 5, 6, 8 years and then came back. I never left YouTube. I consistently, daily put out content for 10 plus years. I'm literally him, the best that's ever lived. I have not taken any breaks. I have not taken days off. I've taken vacations, but I still worked and put out content for you guys by myself. This ain't no Walt Disney or something where it's a big corporation. I did the content. I am the brand at this point. You know what I'm saying? So it's my voice, it's my likeness, it's my editing, it's my thumbnail, it's my metadata. You see what I'm saying? I am literally him. So you guys can hate. I love the hate. Continue to hate. I guarantee you're not going to work harder than me. I guarantee you're not going to be more successful than me, especially as a hater, because you wasn't with me shooting in the gym, getting up every day, putting out content, making a name in this sport. I've been doing this, covering this sport longer than some of your fighters y'all like that have been doing it. So don't tell me nothing. So I'm not worried one bit. My legacy, my integrity, my work ethic is already actualized. Like people already know what it is with me. My credibility is intact. I ain't selling my soul. I still got my soul attached to my body. Y'all some bums. A lot of y'all bums. people be stealing your thumbnails as well. Bums. That's because they bums. They're not creative. They can't do what I do. So they look at, oh, Ego got the red circle on his, so I'm going to put the red circle. Oh, Ego put breaking news in his videos. Bro, I started all this stuff, right? Oh, Ego put these arrows on here, and he changed his font color to yellow and white or white, yellow, bro. And then they copy. I know, I see everything, bro. I'm him. You guys just got to admit what it is. So I don't know. I'll just continue getting stuff right. Crawford, good luck. Good luck. We gonna see if Boxing Ego's point hold up. Yeah, Ego Weight Watcher. Now everybody want to tell you the shape the fighters are in. I've been doing this for years, bro. There's no one better. I'm a trendsetter, never been better. Get cheddar like I got a vendetta. Stop playing. Now Kamal gonna bury you. Kamal gonna bury you. Crawford didn't comport himself well at all working with the PBC. He and Shakur were all drama and diva entitled behavior. Yeah, I mean, Shakur did do that. He was like, why they didn't put me on the All Access? Bro, why the All Access don't have nothing to do with you, for real, for real. Why Showtime got to worry about Shakur getting enough screen time? Man, stop. Why would Al Heyman give him a shot at a unification on his own dime for nothing? Kamal cooking, y'all. Thankfully, egos are, see, this is what I love about my channel. I promised you, I really feel this. And I salute everybody that really rock with me and get it. You know, if you know, you know. But one thing I really rock with on my channel, when you listen to Surah and Kenya Bees and Shantae and Kamal Oz, and you listen to Boxing Ego, Spo, all of them, right? When you listen to Ego's Army, we a family. And it's not that we agree on every single thing, but nobody's talking like stupid. No one's like, I got the cleanest comment section. Now I can't control every single comment. I don't block or delete comments and stuff like that. So I can't control who is it's a free country. So I get spotty, shady comments of like people that don't know boxing. But overall, I got the cleanest comment section. Like you look at other people's comment section, like let's say this Terence Crawford, and then people would be like, oh, Crawford, he's getting jerked. Oh, PBC's in the wrong. Oh, Al Heyman's fault. Boycott Al Heyman. I'm like, boycott. Why would you boycott PBC? Because Crawford making mistakes. And then the funny thing is your reach ain't long enough, Dunny. Yeah, boycott PBC, and they just put on the best card this year for boxing. That Tim Tszyu card from top to bottom was the best card that we've seen thus far. And then they got Canelo Munguia. I can't wait to see what's on that undercard. They got Tank Frank. Man, yeah, boycott them. You sound stupid. Yeah, go boycott PBC. Enjoy. I want that. Yeah, I want you to. I want you to because it's more for me. You boycott anything that's popping, and I'll cover it. Listen. Yeah, boycott. All these dudes saying all this stupid, goofy they like, oh, boycott. That's Frank Tank. That fight sucks. Tank versus Frank Martin sucks. Okay, boycott it. I'll be here. I'll talk about it. Don't watch it. Don't watch the weigh-in. Don't watch my videos. But the real boxing fans, y'all be right here listening. Oh, Frank Martin said that. Oh, Gervonta Davis did this. Oh, they both in shape. Y'all gonna be right here. Y'all some suckers, bro. Real talk. And I gotta censor myself. Y'all some suckers, bro. Dudes talk about boycott some that's serving the public with what you wanted to, what you want. You're a boxing fan, but you talk about boycott PBC. You talk about boycott Tank and all that. Man, stop. But the same dudes don't want to boycott Terence Crawford. And I'm not telling you to boycott Terence Crawford. I'm just saying if anybody deserved to be boycotted, Crawford making some more mistakes than Tank. What y'all talk about? They oxsuckers, man. Stop playing. I guarantee you. Listen, we'll double down. Like we could bet whatever you're trying to do. Gervonta Davis versus Frank Martin will be a movie. Depending on what Crawford decides, it is not guaranteed his next fight is going to be a movie. And by movie, I mean a big production. Everybody's excited. Bro, who Crawford gonna fight? Clousy locksuckers. Yup, facts. Bro, so it could go real wrong for Crawford depending on whatever his next decision is. Period. And y'all trying to like act sympathetic and act like everybody else is in the wrong but Crawford. Stop it. Stop it. Just admit what it is. Crawford, like I said, look at common denominators. Why is Crawford, every time it's about bad business, why is his name always in the mix? Why? Explain to me that. Or explain that to me. How come when it comes to bad business, Crawford's name is always in the mix? Always. Like, I'm talking about a man that had no problem working with Jewish promoter Bob Arum, Top Rank, for 10 years, didn't want all these options and just went along with it. If Top Rank gave you Ray Beltran, you fought him. If Top Rank gave you Ricky Burns, Ricky Bobby, or whoever, you fought him. No, you didn't ask for like percentage. You didn't ask him to open the books. None of that. None of that. They gave you Mean Machine, Kell Brook when he was washed. You accepted all these fights. You didn't need Top Rank to open the books. You didn't need Top Rank to, make you a partner or nothing. But now you come to a new company after leaving them and go and actually abandoning them to fight David Avocado on BLK Prime when you could have stuck with the Arrow negotiations. So that was already bad business, bud. And then you come back to the table, fight Arrow. From what I've seen, they treated you well. And then you still don't want to commit to them, but you committed to Top Rank for so long. Why don't you do like Pacquiao, finish your career with PBC? Why are you so separatist now? Kenya B said he follows master's orders with no problem. See? Then what are we talking about? Why is this so hard to click on the like button? Good question. Bro, y'all better get these likes up. We've had a very lucrative and fun day. Again, yeah, if y'all like the streams, this is the only way I'm going to come to you. I'm really going to be on my numbers. And if the numbers ain't cracking, then I got to spend time in other places. It's that simple. Like, it's on y'all. Likes or loot. Like, we're not even to 100 things. I'm not letting YouTube play these games with me, bro. You know I'm the hardest out. I can't really speak on YouTube. See, now look at jumping. Bro, I'm telling y'all, it's the fans run the channel. So whatever y'all let me know by your actions is going to determine the direction I move on the channel. Because I do look at my analytics and stuff like that. It shouldn't be a thing where we have to constantly keep looking at it and babysitting the like button and all that. Jimmy Robinson says, Crawford saying Errol needs to get back to the back of the line makes no sense. Hey, yo, shout out to Jimmy Robinson. He said Crawford telling Errol he needs to get back to the back of the line makes no sense. This isn't welterweight 147. It's 154, which neither guy has fought. Oh, my gosh. Shout out to Jimmy Robinson. See, this is what I'm talking about. Great boxing fan related comments. Absolutely, Jimmy. Here's the other issue with that. Just because you beat a man, okay, no one's denying Crawford beat Errol Spence. That's common sense. If you deny that, you're an idiot, right? But here's the thing. Jimmy was cooking. Shout out to Cobbins. Here's the thing. Since when you beat a person, now you become their promoter, and then you tell what they have to do to get a title shot? Man, stop, bro. When has that ever been a thing in boxing history, where just because you beat a man, you get to dictate terms on their career? Tell me when that successfully worked. So Crawford definitely beat Errol Spence convincingly. He whooped him, whatever you want to say. Cool. But now he's become his manager and advisor. Oh, you go to the back of the line. Work your way up, Timmy. When is that? Like, bro, you notice Bud and Shakur move the same? Birds of a feather. Bro, that's never been a thing. So Bivol tells Canelo to fight Benavidez because he sparred with Benavidez and he beat Canelo. Like, when does that ever happen? Where you beat someone, whoop someone, and you turn into Tony Danza, who's the boss, and become their boss and tell them what steps they have to go to get a title shot? How come? Listen, I'm gonna say it like this. How come this never applies to anybody white in the sport of boxing? I'm asking y'all a question. How come no one, black, white, Mexican, ever tells any white fighter what they must do in order to climb back on the ladder? Like, for example, Andre Ward dusted Sergey Kovalev off, right? He dusted him off. He beat him. First fight was close. I was at both of them, by the way. Then he cooked him and stopped him in the second fight. Ain't nobody, Andre Ward included, nobody went and tried to manage Kovalev's career. Like, oh, no, you don't get an Eliter Alvarez fight. You need to take this fight. Oh, you don't get a Canelo fight. You don't get an Anthony Yarde fight and get the fight for a title. You see what I'm saying? So why does Bud think because he beat the man that he has jurisdiction on his career now? When does that ever happen? Because if that's the case, then Mayweather is 50-0, so he has 50 employees now. Using Crawford's logic, he should have told Ricky Hatton, yo, you don't get a Pacquiao fight. You don't get a pay-per-view with Pacquiao because I already knocked you out when you were undefeated. Same thing with Shane Mosley. Floyd fought him first, beat him, and he dominated him after the second round. So how come Floyd didn't tell Shane Mosley thereafter what he could do in his career? Lomachenko gets beat up by Orlando Salido from Mexico in his second pro fight that he wanted. He wanted to fast track his career. His team wanted, he's ready right now. He has 400 plus fights before turning pro. And then Salido beat him up. He fight Gary Russell Jr. for a title his very next fight. How come Terence Crawford didn't come out like, oh, no, Lomachenko? How come nobody white ever has this? Nobody white has anybody overseeing who they fight after a bad loss. But Crawford think he Errol's daddy or manager. Come on, bro. You act like because you beat him, you became Terrence Heyman and like you his advisor now. That's not how that works. So who is Crawford to say you got to get back in line? Listen, boxing is corrupt. Boxing is dirty. Boxing has a little bit of trickery, all that type of stuff, right? So if Top Rank is managing a fighter, like, okay, let's be real. I'm about to cook out y'all. Vernon Forrest beat Shane Mosley 2X and was never the A side. Ooh, Kamal Oz, what a heater. Rest in peace to the Viper, Vernon Forrest. I got some more. Shout out to my boy Tucker Worthington. He up in here too. I got another example for y'all. I told you, I got nothing but flames. This year, Yoga Flame. Here's another example for y'all. And all my examples are pure. Right? You look at fights like, let's say Robert Helenius. Wilder knocked him out. Wilder knocked him out in one round, right? Did that happen? Did Wilder knock Robert Helenius out in one round? Did Wilder knock out Robert Helenius in a single shot in a single round, round one? Shout out to Sura, right? After that, Robert Helenius got to fight Anthony Joshua. No? I'm asking y'all a question. Robert Helenius was brutally knocked out in one round in one single round by Deontay Wilder. Is that not a thing? Right? Brutally knocked out. Didn't do much of anything, and literally the next year he got a big opportunity with the former champion and Anthony Joshua. Block Alex. I'm not even, bro, you didn't even come with no heat for me to even respond to that. That was just too stupid. The point you're making is mad valid. Loma didn't get beat up by Salido. Well, we have different definitions. He got beat up to me. Yeah, you got beat up given the sense that you said you were going to whoop this man because you were 400 amateur man. You had 400 amateur fights, and Salido got knocked out in his pro debut. So you got beat up to me. Bro, if you have 400 Emmys and you only lost one time, and you lose to a guy who started his career in Mexico fighting journeymen and was knocked out in his very first pro debut. See, y'all, this is where y'all try to test me, but it won't work. Orlando, see, I told you, look it up. Orlando Salido was knocked out in his pro fight, his very first fight. Look it up. So you shouldn't be losing. So to me, you got whooped. I don't care if y'all say it was close and all that. You got whooped. You got whooped because you shouldn't be losing. Man, imagine Tank losing to Salido. Mikey Garcia, that was his first step up. He dropped Salido. He dropped him like 4 times. And the only reason it got stopped weirdly is because Salido got a big head and broke his nose. Real X Deal X92. If Bud got the Canelo, he wouldn't have said anything about Spence getting it. Oh, I didn't think. Kamal, we didn't think of that one. Kamal, we didn't think. The man real. Can we get the claps for Kamal and Real Deal? These super chats are bussing. Hold on. These super chats are bussing. Kamal, you know that was a heater that he just dropped us with. He said if Bud Crawford got the Canelo fight, like let's say Canelo didn't fight Munguia and say I'm fighting Bud Crawford Cinco de Mayo, then he wouldn't even be worried about the Fundora fight and who Errol's fighting. So you're hating. You're hating because you're cut out of the situation and because you couldn't get Canelo for obvious reasons, and that Errol or Tim Tszyu will likely get the Fundora fight before you. So that's hate. Oh, bro, you Rico from Belly with the banana. You hating. You are actually hating. That's an amazing point. I didn't even think of. Y'all know I be thinking of everything. I ain't think of that though. Fair play to you. That is great. Bud is hating. You would not be even concerned with if you had a big fight lined up. You wouldn't be concerned with the Fundora stuff, like namely like a Canelo shot. You doing that because you don't have Canelo. Jermell Charlo's kind of MIA, and he's coming off a loss anyway, and he got stripped of most of his belts, right? Fundora may fight Errol Spence when his nose heals, or a rematch with Tim Tszyu, and that's why you hating. That's what I'm saying. You don't get to manage somebody's career because you beat them. That's unheard of. Because Andre Ward beat everybody. So he should be in charge of Kovalev's career, Sullivan Barrera's career, Edison Miranda's career, Darnell Boone's career, Kessler, Carl Froch. He didn't. Carl Froch, if he got like. Listen, Carl Froch lost to Andre Ward. And he later got Lucian Bute opportunities, Jermaine Taylor. Like, so what are we talking about? So how did he fight Lucian Bute coming off? How did Carl Froch? See, that's what I'm saying. Anytime it's a white fighter, nobody does all this like double checking to see what's popping. Andre Ward fought Carl Froch in the Super 6 with one hand. These are boxing facts. And he lost badly to a one-handed biracial Andre SOG Ward. These are the facts. After getting disgustingly beaten, his very next fight, he fought against Lucien Bute, I believe for the IBF title, and Lucien Bute was the favorite. So Carl Froch was kind of like the sacrificial lamb, and then he ends up stopping Lucien Bute. So how come Carl Froch, coming off of a loss where he didn't look great versus Andre Ward, falls right into a Lucien? Where's Terence Crawford saying, hey, I want you to work your way back up the ladder and all that? You know what I'm saying? Why Carl Froch didn't have to do that? You see what I'm saying? But then you think you're going to police Errol Spence career because you beat him. It doesn't happen, bro. See, Kamal Oz verified my work. He said the Lucien Bute was an IBF title fight. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I say the word delusional. Guys, this is why I been stopped watching boxing. If y'all smart, then why are you here? Ain't nobody trying to hear what you talking about. He said he stopped watching boxing, but you watching a channel called Boxing Ego. You sound stupid, bro. You sound stupid to be on a channel called Boxing Ego talking about you don't watch boxing. Bro, this man in an adult bookstore saying, hey, this is why I stopped watching porn a long time ago. Then why are you in an adult bookstore? You stupid. Chris, you stupid. Block Chris. Don't you ever disrespect me. I'm going to disrespect you. You don't disrespect me. The man is he's in an adult bookstore talking about he don't watch porn no more. What you talking about? Yeah, this is why I don't watch flicks. Ghetto Gaggers. This is why I stopped watching Ghetto Gaggers 69. Because the prices are outrageous. Then why are you in the adult bookstore then? You pervy, bro. Get him out of here. Get him out of my thing. Bro, he talking about he don't watch Ghetto Gaggers 69 no more. But he in the adult bookstore. Makes no sense to me. Get him out of here, bro. You know you be watching them Ghetto Gaggers, West Coast Productions, feel me? You be watching ugly ass, what's her name? Sarah J? Yeah, you be watching Sarah J. You a liar, bro. You be watching Wesley Pipes and Sarah J. Yeah, you be watching that, and you talking, oh, this is why I don't watch these flicks anymore. I hate people like that. They just be lying and, you know, they be fat as hell. Talking about, oh, that's why I stop eating fast food. Bitch, where you stop? You like, bro, you morbidly obese. You ain't stop eating fast food. I seen you at the Jack in the Box. You was at the Jack in the Crack talking about, this is why I stopped. This is why I had to stop eating fast food. You ain't stop. You be sliding down the McDonald's Golden Arches. You a liar, bro. Don't lie. If you like fast food and processed food and you eating it, just be real with it. I'm talking about this is why I stopped. This is why I stopped watching boxing. Then get the out of here, bro. I feel like Canelo. Get the out of here, payday. What y'all want? Payday. You want payday? Get the bro. I'm the new Canelo. Ego Alvarez. Get the out of here, bro. It's my night, bro. It's my night. Get the out of here. Y'all want a payday, bro? Get him out of my chat, bro. Like these dudes is stupid. It's my night. You fight Juan Dorel. You fight nobody, bro. You fight nobody. Bert, what's up with you? Tyler Wynn, what's up? Let me get back on Crawford, bro. It's my night. Y'all know it's my night. So anyway, who does Bud think he is? Bro, Mr. Big Stuff. Who do you think you are? Mr. Bud Stuff. Who do you think you... Bro, who does Bud think he is? Bro, anybody seen that old school movie Trippin'? Please tell me a few of y'all done seen the movie Trippin' with the dark-skinned cub. Who has watched the movie Trippin'? It's like a low-key classic. I know Jesse Carl seen it. Shout out to Jesse Carl. That's Bud Crawford. The dark skin cut from tripping. Remember when he came in like the Terminator and he's like, all ugly niggas must leave? Bro, that's Bud. Who do you think? Bro, how do you just walk into a club or bar and talk about all ugly niggas must leave? Man, hold on. That's Bud Crawford. That's who he thinks he is. He think he that Terminator scene. Bro, all ugly must leave. Bro, this Bud.
All ugly motherfuckers must leave now.
See? There he go. Bro, that's Bud. Man, it's over. Bro, that's what he like you how you just walk up beep 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 and scan the whole all ugly mother must leave now. Bro, that is Bud Crawford. He think his don't stink. He just gonna walk into the bar just and just scan the whole thing. All ugly motherfuckers must leave. Yeah, what you doing? Your clothes, your boots. Yeah, give them to me. Hey, Bud. Hey, Crawford. What are you doing? Bro, you're not like. Come on, bro. Bro, Bud is the dark skinned cuz from tripping. Dead on, dead homies, bro. You just scan the whole. Collect the data. Errol Spence must work back up ladder. Like, bro, who are you? Who is cuz? Like, how you gonna just tell? You think you just gonna tell Errol what to do? Like, you gonna tell Al Heyman and Fundora what to do? He's like, Bud is like, I beat you. Errol, you are not big fish. You must climb back up the ladder. All right, we'll see how this play out for you, bro. BBC must follow purse bid rules. Bud is a robot, dog. He a cyborg sent from futuristic Omaha. Bro, he's sent from 2072 Omaha in the cornfields with the industrial cornfield. He told her, you must wait in line. Bro, who the fuck? Like, bro, it doesn't work. There ain't nobody finna listen to what you talking about. And, like, it's a business, bro. If they got a good fight, cracking fight, the people want the fight, they're going to make the fight. Ain't nobody worried about what you doing. And then worst case scenario, okay, they gonna vacate the belt if they want. If that's what's decided. If that's what's decided, they gonna vacate the belt, and you can't do nothing about it. What are you gonna give them the belt back? Oh, get it! He take the belt back and fight me anyway, bro. Were you gonna clown Fundora? Bro, he's 6'6". I don't think he cared. I'm sure he's used to being teased and stuff. Man. He's 6'6", slender man. He's not gonna worry about it. Bro, like if I'm getting a bag fighting at AT&T Stadium versus Errol, I'm not gonna be worried about the peanut gallery because Bud's like, ooh, no. Isn't Omaha where Children of the Corn was filmed? I don't know that. I be knowing my movie fact. I don't know that. I don't know that one. Bro, Bud is outrageous. Look, listen. This is Fundora's promoter.
Put it this way, I guarantee you, this is the reason I walk away from the negotiation.
Listen.
Crawford, you will want to make more money than the champion, and that will not happen. And that is a fact. That is the reason I walk away.
So now hold on a minute. Hold on a minute, Danny, because this is a very similar.
Bro, Sebastian mother and Fundora, Slender Man's trainer, Samson Lukowicz just said Crawford wants to make more money than Fundora, who is the champion. Why would they work with you? If you believe that Bud is going to get the fight over Errol and Tim Tszyu, your first name is probably A-hole. Bro, he just said Bud Crawford wants to make more money than Sebastian Fundora, who just got 2 belts by beating Tim Tszyu. This man is, bro, he's with the Monstars, Outer Space, Space Jam. It's not registering, bro. Fundora just got a broken nose going to war with Tim Tszyu. And, like, let's be real. Bud Crawford's a tough fight for anybody at 47 and 54 because he's a great fighter. No one's taking away that. But at the same time, so, let me fight a tough fighter who's unreasonable, who is this rogue free agent and wants to make more money than me. Y'all are dumb as hell. Dumb. Dumb, da, dum, dum. Dumb, da, dum, dum, dum. Dumb. Once again, let me say it again. Bud is a tough fight for anybody. He's a tough fight for anybody. So let me get this straight. You think that it is reasonable that the business of boxing will choose to fight with the person who is a difficult style for anybody, is harder to work with, is an outsider that's not affiliated with the PBC, who hasn't fought one fight. He hasn't had one fight at 54, wants to make more money than the 2-belt champion because he's whatever, big-headed or has an ego or pride and like, hey, I'm a 2X undisputed champion, so you must pay me. He's backdooring PBC, trying to go through Paco and the WBO route, and he's proven through his old promoter and his numbers and his statistics that he is not the biggest, like, generator of money, we'll say, and there's other guys that do that better, put butts in seats better. And you guys really think that this fight with Crawford is really realistic? So, yeah, let me fight a difficult style, someone who's a smaller draw, who's harder to deal with, who's a switch hitter, who's unrealistic about damn near everything, including the purse. They want to make more money than me, the champion. Bro, he just told you that. He said Crawford wants to make more than Fundora. It's not going to happen. It's not going to.
I guarantee you, this is the reason I walk away from the negotiation. Crawford, you want to make more money than the champion. And that will not happen. And that is a fact. That is the reason.
Listen.
So now hold on a minute, Danny, because this is a very similar situation to Shakur Stevens, who was a multiple division champion.
Put it this way, I guarantee you, this is the reason I walk away from it.
So the TBV brought up Shakur was a bigger draw or something than Jamel Herring, who happened to be the champion. So can't they renegotiate that? Blah, blah, blah. Here's the problem with that comparison. Here's the big problem with that comparison, for me at least. The big problem with that comparison is, just like Fundora's trainer says, his promoter says, they got options. You, like Shakur, I don't know at that given moment, I don't know what Top Rank's options were for him. At 130, that might have been the best option, so maybe they made it happen. Plus, you also had Jamel Herring, who maybe is easy to work with and realistic, and was like, yeah, it's a big fight, or it's a good fight for me. It'll be if I win it, and maybe he was willing to make concessions. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs of their specific negotiation, but most people aren't going to go for that. Right? Number 2, Errol Spence, they just went through a negotiations with Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. Not one, but at least two. The first one fell apart, and then he ended up fighting David Avocado. The second one, we actually got the fight from it. Errol Spence told you, my whole team wanted me to move on. My whole team said I should fight Keith Thurman or move up in weight, do something else because Crawford is tripping. But I stuck to my guns, and that's why we got Spence Crawford, which was a detriment to Errol Spence because he got cooked and lost badly to Crawford. But it doesn't change the heavy-duty, heavy lifting that he did leading up to the fight. People may act like it did, but, it's still Errol. He still did great things before that, right? Errol already told you he had to give Crawford a coin flip. He had to take money out of his pot, out of his purse. Errol is probably the only person who is going to make those types of sacrifices in order to appease Crawford when Crawford has no leg to stand on leverage-wise and is not a big enough fighter to demand what he's trying to demand. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, most people aren't going to go for that, bro. Most people aren't going to go for you calling the shots and me, like, bro, like, okay, let's say we'll take it out of boxing for a second. I'm Boxing Ego. I got over 300 subs, crazy respect in the sport. I've earned my stripes, right? Let's say there's this YouTuber and they got 20,000, 70,000 subs or whatever. They're not as known about. They haven't done what I've done. And then they want to do some like joint stream or something like that. It's not going to be 50-50. I'm bringing more to the table than you. Why would it be 50-50? If my name being attached to it automatically accelerates it more than your 20,000 subs, your 10,000 subs, or 50 or whatever the number is. You haven't accomplished what I've accomplished. Why would it be a 50-50 split? You know what I'm saying? Imagine Boxing Ego saying, hey, I'm going to take money out of my pocket to appease you, and you don't have no stats that show that is needed. Do you see what I'm saying? It just wouldn't happen, and not with me. So y'all lucky, people clown at Errol Spence, but you need to get on your knees and pray and thank Errol Spence because he was the one. If it weren't for him being so cavalier and lackadaisical and agreeable, then we wouldn't have got the fight because Canelo offered David Benavidez $5 million and it was a 92-8% split. Canelo was not giving you. Imagine if David Benavidez said, I want a coin flip. I want money out of your purse. The fight will never happen. So y'all sitting up here hating on Errol Spence real hardcore just because he lost. But y'all should really be thanking the man because most A-sides ain't going to do what he did. Most A-sides ain't finna do that, bro. Canelo would never give Benavidez a bunch of options that statistically don't make sense that he hasn't really, quote unquote, earned. Just wouldn't happen. He's not going to give Benavidez, let him walk out first or second, give him a coin flip, take money out of his pocket. Canelo trying to line his pockets. He ain't worried about Benavidez and his family eating good. You know what I mean? So Errol Spence is a dog. And he's also stayed down with PBC. You know what I mean? He stayed down with PBC. He's done great numbers with PBC. I like him building up his career, getting the Fundora fight or a Tim Tszyu rematch. Both of those make sense, and both of them make more sense than Crawford. The only, and here's the funny thing. This is my honest opinion. The Crawford Bud Buddies, they're saying that Fundora is food for Crawford. Meaning Crawford would demolish Fundora easily. So you have to ask yourself why these idiots would want to see the least competitive fight in their own words. Again, Errol fighting a 6'6" guy coming off a bad loss, that's a good fight because, again, Fundora has flaws, but then Errol Spence had some flaws that were exposed in his last fight. And we don't know how it'll look in this new division. But then you let the Bud Buddies tell it. They say Fundora has zero chance. Listen to what I'm saying. We're talking real boxing fans, right? Why would the real boxing fans who are Bud Buddies that claim to be real boxing fans, they're saying that Fundora would absolutely get cooked by Bud. And he has no hope. Sebastian Fundora has no chance. So out of 3 fights, why would you want to see the one fight where you yourself declare that Bud is far too good to lose to a Sebastian Fundora? So you want to see, out of 3 fights, you want to see the guy who's unreasonable, demanding too much money, acting like a diva, not signing to PBC, a complete black sheep and outsider, right? Kind of ungrateful to PBC, right? Been out the ring since July, has no actual fights at 54. And on top of that, to add insult to injury, out of those 3 fights, the one fight where you say that he definitively beats Fundora and there's nothing Fundora can do to win. Tell me, make that make sense from a boxing perspective, why boxing fans would want to see the one fight where guaranteed, and I'm not saying this is my opinion, I'm saying what the Bud Buddies are saying. Bud Buddies are saying that Fundora has no shot to beat Crawford. So using their logic, not Ego's logic, I didn't say that. I'm talking about their logic. Why would you want to see the one fight where the guy has no hope? Bro, it proves how much of a hater that these people are. It proves how anti-Errol Spence, how anti-Al Heyman, how anti-PBC these guys truly are when you want to see the word. And keep in mind, Crawford would be the least sellable fight, like in terms of financial success. It would be the very least fight, the least earning fight out of all of them. So you can't clearly care about boxing. There's no way you care about boxing. You want to see the non-competitive fight that makes the least sense, that makes the least amount of money over. Sebastian Fundora showed he could beat Tim Tszyu because he just beat Tim Tszyu. So a rematch, you would have to give him a shot because he just beat him. Errol Spence, he's the one coming off a loss. Sebastian Fundora is a big, tall champion. So there's a level of intrigue. That's what I'm saying. This stuff don't make sense, and y'all know it. Y'all know it don't make sense. The Bud Buddies want to see the one fight that they out of those 3 fights, the one fight that they are positive that Bud demolishes and does a demo job. So that means you're a fan of one fighter. You just want to see Bud get overpaid and quote unquote demolish Sebastian Fundora. And because you're anti-PBC, and because you're probably anti-black or anti-Errol Spence. So that's why you want to see it. That's why the Bud Buddies are crying and, leaving all these comments like they can't understand it. This is just basic arithmetic, people. It's basic stuff. Really, really elementary level stuff. Bud Crawford, let me see if I can make this crystal clear for you. Bud Crawford, talented fighter. He represents the least amount of money. He represents the least financial gain in a fight like Fundora, period. Because part of the success of a fight is to give the public a belief that this guy can win or this guy can win. The stronger that belief is that fighter A or B can win. What is that? Did I just blow up? What is that? What the hell just happened? Y'all seen that? Y'all set me on fire? What was that? Y'all seen that? Whatever. Hey, sir, I didn't know about that. I have no idea because that looks suspect. I agree with you. That looked kind of suspect. I wish more boxing channels had this much common sense, bro. Just stop watching them. If they don't have common sense, why are we watching them? Oh, y'all, hold on. Hold on. Oh, shout out to Kenya B. Yeah, that's a fake one. That's an imposter. Good call, y'all. Y'all made me accidentally remove Kenya B's wrench. I just put you back. So anyway, that's how your boy Ego scientifically and exclusively breaks it down. These people aren't in it for what's the best for boxing and all that goofy stuff that they say. Because Bud demands, he wants a lot of money. Errol Spence wants a good a good amount of money. And so does Tim Tszyu, right? Crawford by far would be the least successful fight out of all those fights, right? And let the Bud Buddies tell it, is also the least competitive. So if it's the least in every category, why would that be the fight that you're pushing for? Man, I'm too good at my job. I am far too good at my job. I'm going to ask you again. If Terence Crawford is the least lucrative fight and y'all are saying it's the least competitive fight, it's the least in pretty much every department. Crawford don't really promote the fight, so it'd be boring. Like the build-up would be boring. Crawford also doesn't want to team up with PBC and get down with the PBC. So that would be like, fractured or kind of everybody on their own type of thing. Why would that be the one fight you want to see? Especially since it would likely, all these fights would have to be on pay-per-view. So you would rather pay pay-per-view for the least competitive fight? But then Errol Spence could lose to Fundora. For real. I mean, he's already coming off a loss. What if his confidence is not back? What's up with his trainer? Like, there's a lot of variables there. So why would I not want to see Errol Spence Fundora more than I want to see Crawford versus Fundora? Hey, block London Banks. Hey, we blocking you too. Don't you ever ask my shooters questions. We blocking you. Block London Banks. Kamal says, remember the game one of these is not like the other one. That's what I'm saying, bro. King of popped him. Carlos says, what do you mean by least competitive? The Bud Buddies are telling me that Crawford would cook Sebastian Fundora. What don't you guys understand about that? Block Alluvius Don. What don't you understand about that? What don't y'all understand about that? The Bud Buddies tell me that Crawford can't lose to Sebastian Fundora. So that means it's the least competitive option. Because Errol Spence could lose to Fundora. Tim Tszyu did lose to Fundora, so in the rematch, he could lose again. So that's what I'm saying. Why would you want to see the one fight that one guy's invincible, that's what you're saying, and that style cannot beat him, and it also represents the least money, the least pay-per-view sales, the smallest event? Why would that be the one fight you want to see as opposed to Errol Fundora or as opposed to Tim Tszyu Fundora? How else can I explain that any clearer? Why would you want to see Crawford versus Fundora? And from the Bud Buddies' own mouth, because I've seen enough of their comments, they're saying that Fundora gets absolutely destroyed and beat up and knocked out. So you're telling me you rather spend $60, $70 or whatever. You want to spend $70 to watch a fight that's predetermined. But then if he were to do what his promoter says and possibly go after Errol Spence or Tim Tszyu rematch, those aren't predetermined outcomes. You don't know who's going to win there. Tim Crawford don't make sense though. Because he lost. So why would Tim Tszyu coming off a loss in a split open head, why would he fight Crawford? He's coming off a loss. I don't want to see, bro. If Crawford's so let me get this straight. Crawford just had his best performance and he's undefeated, and he's number one pound for pound. People say, right? So you want to see the number one pound for pound guy fight Jermell Charlo off a loss to Canelo, or Tim Tszyu off of a loss where his head was split open. What are y'all talking about, bro? Now, I would have been fine with Tim Tszyu if he won. But why do I want to see the number one pound for pound person fight someone off of a loss? It doesn't make sense to me. Unless it was like a rematch, like Errol. Errol was off a loss, but it would have been a rematch, preferably at 54. And then the other part about it is just the mere fact that, again, Crawford has no allegiance, no alliance, and he's thinking he gonna get it done by himself. Where they do that at, bro? They call themselves boxing fans. Fundura's a good kid. By pure luck, now he has a chance to make life-changing money fighting in Dallas or Australia, but y'all want him to take pennies in Omaha. Talk to him. See? That's what I'm saying. They're not real boxing fans. Because you're a real boxing fan, but you don't care about the boxer. You don't care about the boxer. Because they would clearly, Fundura, he just got his nose broke giving us a war. And so he don't deserve like, bro, that's a great shout out to Voice of God Boxing. Amazing comment. So Fundura got knocked out by Brian Mendoza. Late terms, like last minute replacement, the late terms, he steps in for Keith Thurman, who is Mr. Glass apparently, and he decides to fight a dangerous option off of a knockout loss, right? And that's Tim Tszyu. So not only was he coming off a loss, he took a very hard fight with 11 days notice and won and had a broken nose and weathered it and didn't complain and said, hey, I'm glad I'm a champion like my sister now. And then these bud buddies, they like, nah, he's ducking. You calling this man names, him and Tim Tszyu, pure warriors. They all bleeding and cut up and busted up, and they fighting like true warriors. And you got the nerve to hate on such pure pugilism, where you just seen people drenched in blood in a bloodbath fighting each other, like look like they both was willing to die low key. Because Fundura, he ain't got the best defense. He was getting nailed with some shot. Bro, there's this picture or like the video where it's just like pure blood was coming out of his nose. Like I could tell his nose was likely broken because too much blood was coming out. It was like coming out in like large clumps. You see what I'm saying? Like blood clots almost. And then these fans is like, oh, you're ducking Crawford, bro. And you want him to get less money fighting Crawford because Crawford don't know how to sell himself or hasn't, acquitted himself in the same way and don't want to make the right decisions. That's Crawford's bad, bro. BOK Prime or Amazon Prime, great choice, bud. He said he could have choose BOK Prime or Amazon Prime. Yeah, you could have choose anything. Optimus Prime. Prime rib. You could have chose anything, but you chose BLT Prime. What you want, a sandwich? Man, get him out of here, bro. Get Bud out of here. He go to BOK Prime. Like, you had no problem. See, oh my gosh. Shout out to Jesse Carl. Bro, tell me this man's decision making is on point. You would rather sign to Black Planet than to be on Amazon and working with Al Heyman and the PBC squad. This man, come on, bro. This ain't, I don't care. This ain't, Crawford is elite as a fighter, but his decision making is not elite. Money does. Now y'all got Kamal on y'all helmet. Money doesn't add up for Bud's ridiculous financial demands. PBC is not in the business to lose money. It hosts the fights, broadcasts, pays the purse, so etc. So it's illogical. Bud put BOK Prime out of business, and they want Bud to put PBC out of business with his purse demands. That ain't gonna be worth it. Go to Saudi Arabia. See if they'll overpay you. See if they'll overpay you over there. But PBC doesn't operate like that. They're not for the, first of all, two things that PBC doesn't do. They don't intentionally do things that they guaranteed you could easily forecast that they're going to lose money. I'm not saying PBC's never lost money. But if it's like red flags that you're for sure going to lose money, they usually won't make that type of deal. You know what I'm saying? If it's like a guarantee you're going to lose money, they're not doing that. And then two, they're not going to give you like a bunch of easy fights and stuff like that. And then three, they're not going to let no newbie come over and start dictating how they run business. I know that for a fact, bro. Bro, they're not letting somebody come over like let's say Devin Haney and Bill Haney. They're not going to let Bill Haney come to PBC to try to get the tank fight and then run the show and change how they do business. It's not going to happen, bro. Trust me. I've been around all these promoters and like been to their events and stuff. They're not going to let like Bill Haney like dictate tank negotiations. It's just not happening, bro. And they're not going to let Crawford do it. They're not going to, a great fighter and all that. That's great. They're not going to let Crawford come in and change the dynamics and order of operations, as they shouldn't. Why that's like me letting the comment change how I conduct my videos. You got to do more than just leave a comment. The only time a comment could actually impact how things run on my channel is if it's someone that I know and their ego's army, like my shooters and like New Meaning and my shooters, my mods, stuff like that, and I respect their opinion. But if it's just like a random comment, they like, oh, this video sucks, in one ear, out the other. I don't worry about that. It got to be like they're not, Bud ain't going to change nothing, bro. And that's the sooner y'all realize that, the better he'll be. You're better off joining forces instead of trying to do it by yourself. This is what Samson is talking about. Period. Bud don't get it. I mean, it is what it is. But time is not on Bud's side either. He's 36, be 37. I know he's disciplined, but it's not on your side, bro.
Style of Crawford is not likable. Like Henny, he's about the same level, and he will not sell.
Whoa, Samson. He just got 3 knockdowns and a knockout in his last fight, and he's on.
He said Crawford's style is not likable like Devin Haney. It's the same level. I don't know. And then he kind of explored it and said, he said Fundora promoter is lit. Bro, Bud don't have the numbers. Like, what more, like, what more could be said? Why is that so hard? Some people have it, some people don't. Like, okay, if Taylor Swift is selling 500K in a week, Beyonce's doing 492K. Bud Crawford is doing he sold 4,010 copies of his album in the first week. Your numbers don't compare to the bigger stars. What don't you understand about that? Beyonce selling, Drake's first week numbers is selling, Metro Boomin and Future numbers is selling, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole numbers is selling, and then Bud Crawford is substantially beneath that. Not as a fighter, but statistically. You're selling 4,010 copies. You're not on the same level. What are we talking about? And then you guys keep saying the quality of Bud fighting somehow impacts the business. I mean, that's stupid, bro. You're stupid, and that's stupid. Everything about you, if you think that, then you're stupid. You're a stupid idiot. Because who said Canelo Alvarez was the most skilled person on God's green earth? It could be Ennis is more skilled than Canelo Alvarez. But right now, Canelo has done what he's done, and people are lining up and paying to see him. So that's all that matters. There's plenty of guys who are super skilled. That doesn't mean you're going to outsell Canelo Alvarez because you think you have more skill. You're an idiot. Hey, shout out to my boy Daniel Navarrete, Eagles Army's finest. Let's get it. He said $2. Pitbull Cruz about to be a bigger draw than Bud low-key. High-key, to be honest. High-key. Pitbull speaks Spanish, has a country behind him. He got 1.3 million followers now. He's bigger. He and he's fun. Bro, to be honest, listen. Rolly wasn't doing as bad as, put it this way. Let me say, I'm trying to think of how to say it. Rolly was doing bad based on who he was in there with. If Rolly wasn't fighting Pitbull Cruz, he might not have lost. He was trying to fight off the back foot, trying to keep the man off. He just couldn't. You see what I'm saying? Errol Spence, before the fight even started, he looked like his eyes was heavy. It looked, that's just being honest. It looked like something was up with him. Rolly, it looked like something was up with him because he got caught in round one. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not comparing Errol to Rolly. I'm just making that discretion. Pitbull is off of performance where there's no one that's taking anything away from him. It didn't look like Rolly was drained or wasn't in shape or had health issue. It didn't look like nothing like that. It looked like he got clipped early and he got on his bicycle and he couldn't keep the man off of him. And Cruz got a chin and a head. Pause. Cruz was just walking him down and he couldn't get hurt. Rolly wasn't hurting him with enough of the shots. So that's what that was. Errol Spence, he looked like, a shell of his former self almost, going down with jabs and, something looked off with him, to be honest. Cruz also fought a decision loss to Gervonta Davis. Bro, Bud, outside of Errol Spence, who's the best name on his resume? Sean Porter in his last fight of his career? I mean, I don't know. And then Samson is saying he asked for $15 million. Why would they want to work with him, bro? Why would they want to work with him and he asking for crazy money and don't want to commit to the process, to PBC? Bro, get Bud out of here. Ego said it before they fought. EJ should not have given in to Bud's demands. I try to tell you. As the A side, he's giving away too much, trying to keep it real. Bro, I try to tell y'all, Errol Spence gave up too much at the negotiating table. And that's his fault. That's Errol's fault. I'm not mad at Crawford for that. If you can get away with it, you can get away with it. And he did. But I wouldn't advise that. Hey, shout out to my boy Carlos. He sent $5 in the Cash App. My man Carlos says, spitting facts, bro, 100. Yeah, I try to tell you, don't. That's why I say the same stuff. Don't fight for the crowd. Don't try to appease people. And like here's the thing with this Fundora situation. This is why PBC should listen to what I'm saying, and then the fans would understand it. Let's say you listen to people on Twitter who are saying, "Oh, just give Crawford the fight. He deserves the fight. He's the super champion." Blah blah blah. Right? And then messing with Crawford, he's hard to deal with. He won't promote the fight, and he wants an extreme amount of money, and people are saying they think the fight would be one-sided. So you do that and give in to Crawford everything he wants, and then you have a fight that doesn't deliver, and it's a lost leader. Why? What business is just trying to do that? That's all I'm asking. Like, for example, people are trying to make Crawford Fundora situation like Errol Spence. I mean, like Canelo Benavidez, right? The difference being is Canelo is taking fights that are less attractive and lucrative than fighting Benavidez. That's completely different because we all know the Munguia fight is straight, is solid, but the Benavidez fight on Cinco de Mayo would be even bigger. That's why Canelo is receiving flack and has received flack in the past, like Triple G. The whole world said, Canelo, the number one fight we want to see from you at this space is Triple G. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's different. You guys are almost like Benjamin Button saying the reversal, the Bud Buddies. They're saying the reverse. They're saying the least attractive, the least quote-unquote competitive, and in the fight that does the least numbers and the least business that people would be the least excited for, which is Crawford versus Fundora, right? They're saying that particular fight should happen above these other fights that Bud Buddies feel are going to be more competitive, and we know they would be better sales. They'll be better, bigger. That's completely different. No one's asking, like, let's say Canelo Alvarez to fight the fight where he's going to get lesser paid. We want Canelo to get paid, but we want you to get paid by fighting Benavidez. We don't want to see you get paid less money to fight Jamal Charlo at this space, and you could have made more money by fighting Benavidez. You see the difference? No one's really demanding Crawford versus Fundora. The only people demanding it are Bud Buddies, but they don't care about. They're the same people that say, "Oh, I boycott PBC. I don't pay for any PBC's events." So why would PBC as a business listen to boxing Twitter and listen to these idiots who say they aren't going to pay for a PBC fight anyway? Hey, shout out to my man Daniel Navarrete. He just sent his 10th super chat on one of my live. I'm glad that YouTube added that feature. That's kind of swift. I like that. So this man sent his 10th super chat. Please get the claps up for Daniel Navarrete. He sent 10 on various super chats. This is his 10th. Much love, bro. Spence literally gave Bud a payday because Spence wanted to unify, which fed into his entitled ego. Spence wanted that fight more than Bud. Big facts. That's why Spence had to bend his back and bend over backwards to get it, like to appease Bud so Bud would take it. You see what I'm saying? Bro, do not listen to boxing Twitter. Because boxing Twitter, they'll tell you, "Oh man, I want to see Crawford get the opportunity versus Fundora," and then they won't pay for it because it's on PBC. So bump that. PBC should do, they have statistics and numbers. They have the numbers for Bud Crawford versus Errol Spence. They have Fundora's numbers. They have Errol's live gate numbers and all that. And I'm sure they could make a business decision, and based on the reports that are out before they have the documents, because he was with Top Rank, Bud is not selling. So don't try to appease boxing Twitter. I'm trying to tell you how this stuff works. He said you ain't lying about Twitter. I don't lie in general. I'm trying to tell you how this stuff works, people. This is the oldest trick in the book. Like, this is true story. People on boxing Twitter, they say, oh, why are you making a video, or this post is stupid. But then when I look at my YouTube analytics for the video I made about the same post, the same subject matter, it's going crazy. So why would I listen to a tweet on Twitter and then the thing that provides my primary pay, YouTube, is saying something different than what they was telling me on Twitter? Do you see what I'm saying? I'm going to say it again. Kamal says Bud wants PBC to do all the heavy lifting again. But this time, they are guaranteed to make less on the event. He gets 2 belts, but he brings not. Oh my gosh. Hey, get the claps up for Kamal Oz and Divine Light, who just became a channel member again. Please give them. Please clap for this. These people are contributing to the channel's growth in a major way. Y'all want me to start going to the fights again? Let's go. Let's work. He said Kamal smoked Bud with that one. Shout out to Judah Warrior. Yeah, I mean, Kamal killed him. Bud wants PBC to do the heavy lifting again. That's what I'm saying. Bro, let me tell y'all, I ain't even going to beat around the bush on Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford is looking for a retirement package. That's what that is. PBC don't operate like that, bro. Put it this way. PBC don't even operate like that with Canelo. Why would they do that for Bud, who is worth less than Canelo in terms of a chess piece? Canelo is like one of the top chess pieces in boxing. Bud is not. So if they're not even willing to, like Canelo was like initially, oh, I want to fight Jamal Charlo. They're like, nah, well, you can fight Charlo, but we're not giving you 35, 40 million for that. Because they understand the business. You see what I'm saying? So why would they overpay Crawford, who brings even less? Canelo, he doesn't promote much, but he has a built-in following. So he brings a country. He's Spanish speaking. So he's bringing a whole different audience. Crawford's bringing in cornfields and people from Omaha. It's different. Canelo's bringing in Mexicans and Mexican Americans and just Latinos in general. Crawford's bringing children of the corn and people from cornfields. And you want this to be the same. Canelo, bro, like when Canelo fights in Mexico and box Azteca, it'd be like 50 million Mexican people and Mexican households watch the Canelo fight. When Crawford fights, it'd be like 2 people at Walmart in the cornfields watch the fight or something. It's not the same. Man, come on, bro. He bringing children of the corn. It is what it is. Y'all laughing because you know I'm right, bro. Are you going to do watch party, Tank Martin, Ryan Devin? Absolutely. Bro, Ryan, I mean, whatever. Bud want to cash out. Children of the corn, Bud, he wanted to retire, so he's looking for just like, I want to make this money my way and then, solidify whatever I've done like this. That's what it is. That's what I truly believe it is. Children of the Corn buying all the tickets. They ain't not buying them tickets, bro. And see, you know what? Y'all starting to piss me off now. If I'm being real, y'all starting to piss me off. I'm gonna tell you why y'all pissing me off. Because you Bud Crawford, Bud Buddy, Children of the Corn fans, the Children of the Corn fans of Bud Crawford, y'all real active in social media, but you're not active in supporting his fights. Where is his numbers from BLK Prime? When he was fighting on the BLT Prime, where was all these people? Like, bro, listen to me. There's YouTube channels that are going to bat like, oh, Bud, he's being wrong. PBC's doing him wrong. Why are his numbers not good then? If the Children of the Corn love Bud Crawford so much, then he should have better numbers than Tank. He should have better numbers than Canelo, the way y'all sound in the comment section. Bro, it's cap. All y'all do is lie. I don't get on here and lie, bro. See, that's what I'm saying. You guys want Boxing Ego and you want PBC to act like idiots and survive off of Twitter comments and X comments and take that as real data as if it's like, okay, bro, we got a $500 tip earlier today. $500. One tip. Shout out to Charles Edward Cheese. The man is a maniac. One tip. So let the haters tell it. Oh, Ego sucks. Ego broke. Oh, Ego this, Ego that. But people, he said I was there for that. Bro, look. $500, right? 500. That's one. That's the cheese meister. That's one tip. That's one person. So why would I listen to a hater and the haters like, oh, this is the worst stream I've ever heard and all that stuff. But then somebody felt compelled, Charles Edward Cheese, to break bread and support in such a way. So that's what I'm saying. You want people, them Twitter comments ain't alive, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like people say all types of stupid stuff on Twitter. Ain't no real business is utilizing Twitter tweets to conduct their business and gauge what happens next. I have never, as long as I can, hand over heart, you know, Boy Scouts honor, I have never woke up and figured out like, hey, I got to do videos about this, X, Y, and Z. Let me go to Twitter to see what people have tweeted me before making my morning routine and deciding what videos that I needed to cut for the channel. Never, ever happened. You Bud Buddies and old media, you guys survive off of fallacies like Twitter, and you want that to be like a real metric. Like Bud doesn't sell. Great fighter doesn't sell. It's that simple. And if you want to prove me wrong that he does sell, put him outside of Omaha and then show me those numbers. Because so far, these numbers haven't provided. And he's 36. And if you look at boxing in general, by age 36, the people who were the biggest stars were already the biggest stars by that point. Who wants to prove me wrong? Who wants to prove me wrong? That by and large, the people, by the time, like if they were going to blow, the people in boxing that have had astronomical success, they've had it. Like Julio Cesar Chavez, he already had legendary fights and was like working on his legend before he was 36. De La Hoya was like 35, 36 when he retired. When he lost to Pacquiao. So Oscar was already a legend well before that. And not only a legend, I do believe Oscar was on pay-per-view 2 fights with Shane Mosley. He had the Floyd Mayweather pay-per-view, right? The Pacquiao was his last fight. He retired at like 35, 36. You know what I'm saying? So Roy Jones was already a legend. He wasn't 36 when he was like the face of boxing. So that's what I'm saying. Time is not on Bud's side to become, Vargas, anybody that I can think of. They were Deontay Wilder, bro, their Fury fight, he like 36 now, maybe. He had already, he's basically completed the Fury trilogy before he was 36. And those are his lucrative, the real lucrative fights for Wilder, right? But he also had like Brazil. He was already on pay-per-view before. Ortiz and all that. Like, look at like Carmel Moten. The kid is 17. You don't think he about to be on pay-per-view before 36? Like, come on. What are we talking about? Bro, let's do a little math. If Carmel Moten is 17 years old right now, the way he's looking, how they're putting him on the fast track, do you think Carmel Moten will be a star as long as he keeps winning and stays disciplined before age 35, 36? Of course he will be, bro. Tank Davis. He fought Leo Santa Cruz. Tank is like 30 now. How old is Tank? Bro, come on, bro. How old is Tank? How exact age of Gervonta Davis? Okay, Tank is not even 30 years old. He about to fight Frank Martin. And his birthday's not until November. So the Frank Martin fight, so he'll be on his thousandth pay-per-view by the time he fights Frank Martin. So he fought Leo Santa Cruz, Mario Barrios. I think was the Gamboa? I was at that fight, so I don't remember if that was pay-per-view. Whatever, we'll say Gamboa. Isaac Cruz, Rolly, Hector Luis Garcia, Ryan Garcia, and Frank Martin. That's like 8 bro. He's gonna be on his 8th pay-per-view that have all done better numbers than any like Bud fight outside of the Arrow fight, maybe. What are we talking about? And he like 7 years younger, 6-7 years younger than Crawford. I mean, cold hard facts, but they are the facts. I'm telling you. And part of it is Tank is a G, and he's going with the program. PBC laid out PBC, listen, and you can ask Leonard Ellerby about this. I was at Tank's fight before he blew up. Leonard Ellerby, when he was on the mic, he was telling you, like, bro, listen how raw Mayweather Promotions and PBC are. This is a true story. They were telling you, like, I covered his fight in Baltimore. Adrian Broner was there. Floyd Mayweather was there. Of course, Tank was there. And they were all on stage. They were telling you, we've been looking at, I have it on tape somewhere. Right? Leonard Ellerby and Espinoza and all them, they were telling you at that fight, they said, Gervonta Davis continues to excite and impress. We're looking at his numbers. We're taking them in different cities. We're seeing the turnouts. We're seeing the engagement. We're seeing the growth, blah, 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 blah. We're about to put him on pay-per-view. They told you that. They said, get on board. The Tank train is about to really start taking off. It's like one of those old karate movies where the master is so raw, he tells you how he's going to defeat you. I will defeat you with Tiger Claw. The crane. They told you that they was about to build this man and the train was about to start like catching steam. And then Tank ain't looked back since the Leo Santa Cruz knockout on pay-per-view. And he jumped on the ring. I'm a monster. Bro, he's never looked back since. Crawford hasn't had these moments, bro. It's facts. He hasn't had these type of moments. And he don't look on track to continue making these moments. It is what it is. Hey, what is this y'all sending me?
Why you keep worrying about? You see what I'm saying? Hey, B Diddy. This is what I'm saying about you. You keep worrying about Tank. Y'all niggas love that nigga.
Hey, you funny looking ass nigga. What you talking about?
Niggas love that nigga, but y'all still worried about.
So why Shakur and Tank ain't fighting?
Why you keep worrying about? You see what I'm saying? Hey, B Diddy. This is what I'm saying about you. You keep worrying about Tank. Y'all niggas love that nigga.
Hey, you funny looking ass nigga. What you talking about?
Hey, what's going? Why you call him B Diddy? Hey, why y'all keep tagging me and sending me this clip? I was trying to see what this is about. He just went live with somebody?
Bill, you like what they so far say you about 100 years old talking about some gangbanger shit. We got kids, boy, we on that shit, bro.
No, I said gangster shit. Nigga, yeah.
Oh, Bill, you like what they so far say you about 100 years old talking. You see what I'm saying? Hey, B Diddy. This is what I'm saying about you. You keep worrying about Tank. Y'all niggas love that nigga.
Hey, you funny looking ass nigga. What you talking about?
Hey, they wildin'. I had to catch up. I don't know what's going on. I guess they just went live. I don't know who that is, but that's funny. He called him B Diddy. Hell, no. Y'all wildin', bro. Y'all up here wildin' in this boxing game. Yeah, y'all keep sending me that. So I was wondering why my phone keep blowing up. I keep looking over and it is Bill Haney and Cud on the phone. I'm like, why? What? Who's sending me this? What is this? So my bad. I had to see what it is. The other thing is Crawford fought in July. Listen, Crawford last fought in July. Where's Kamal? Please, Kamal, are you still in here? I'm gonna ask Kamal if he's still here. Kamal Oz, are you still in here? I need to ask Kamal this. Okay, Kamal's still in the mix. Bet. Okay. I need to ask Kamal's opinion on this. Crawford hasn't fought since the Arrow fight in July. Sebastian Fundora is out with a broken nose. They said until September 27th. So what is Crawford going to do? Is he just going to sit there and wait for a guy's broken nose? Kamal, do you know how many months that is? July of last year to September, late September of this year. How many months is that? July, August, September. What is that? 12 months? 12, 13 months? 14? So, somebody said it's 14. That's okay, so he gonna wait for. So I say bad business, bud, and y'all telling me that's not bad business. You're off your best performance. Eminem walked you out. Hey, yo, I just don't get it. Last year I was nobody. This year I'm selling records. You see, I'm just Marshall Mathers. I'm just a regular guy. I don't know why all the fuss about me. You walked out with Marshall. Hey, yo, you might see me jogging. You might see me walking. You might see me walking a dead Rottweiler dog with his head chopped off in the park with a spiked collar hollering at him because the son of a won't quit barking. Or leaning out the window with a cocked shotgun, driving up the block in the car that they shot Pac in, looking for Big's killers, dressing ridiculous, blue and red like I don't see what the big deal is. Double barrel bigger than Chris Wallace, pissed off because Biggie and Pac just missed all this. Bro, you walked out with Marshall and now where are you, bro? You did this, bro, you had a big fish float parade in Omaha, and then you're going to be out the ring again, fighting one time a year again. That's not good. And you're 36 again. That's not good, bro. And this is what Bud is choosing. So that, to me, that's not. And then, bro, these dudes are fake, bro. You go on boxing Twitter, they sitting up here counting every PBC dude inactivity. They're like, oh, Jamal Charlo, how's he still have a WBC belt? Jamal Charlo's been out the ring for 1,065 days. This is what they're saying. Why are you counting Jamal Charlo, who had mental health issues, and you counting how many days he's been out the ring to a T? Bro, these dudes are fake. Why are they on boxing Twitter counting how many days Jamal Charlo's been out the ring? But then Bud Crawford continues to fight one time a ring. They're not counting the exact days for that. And then it's a big deal when a PBC fighter, a PBC knocker, when a PBC knocker is inactive, it becomes this big deal. And to the point where they get a calendar of strike off days. Oh, Tank's been inactive since, the Ryan fight. Oh, when is he going to announce his fight? Bud Crawford is 36. So you're more concerned with a 29-year-old Tank who just did 1.4 million with Ryan and had the highest fight gross of last year. You're more worried about this 29-year-old than a 36-year-old who you say is pound for pound, who's been out the same level of time. They pick and choose. These dudes is fake. I try to tell you. They only pick and choose what fighter they want to. Like, they're not counting Virgil Ortiz when he was mad, when he was out the ring mad long. Virgil Ortiz hadn't fought mad long until this January when he fought that dude with the aneurysm in the Tony Weeks fight. He was out the ring mad long. They not counting days for that. Bro, if you with PBC, they counting all that. They want to see, oh, Tank's been out. Oh, Jamal Charlo's been out. Oh, Errol Spence has been out. He's inactive 14 months. Crawford, he's not signing with PBC. They're not counting the days. So it's only a prerequisite if you're a PBC fighter that we be worried about how long you've been inactive. So I don't see the game plan for Bud Crawford. I don't recommend inactivity for anybody. But my point is, why are you only counting certain fighters' inactivity if you're a big stickler for inactivity? And I'm pointing it out, and they still won't count Crawford's inactivity. By the time Crawford gets a fight, it'll likely be he's out of the ring over a year. You know why? Because we're already in April. Canelo has May basically locked down. So you have between Canelo and Munguia and Tyson Fury Usyk and, these other Tank and Frank, certain dates are already booked up. So he's not going to be able to fight in May. And if he did, it's going to have to be a low-level fight that could be overshadowed by a bigger fight like Canelo Munguia or Usyk versus Fury, or any of these upcoming joints, right? Edward Jones, my man. Bud has been the king of cherry picks. Yeah, and then they talk about Bevo, Better Biev. That's what I'm saying. So it's going to be like there's already big fights that are scheduled. So you would probably, that's even more bad business, to be honest. That'd be more bad business if you stage a fight the day Canelo's fighting, the day Better Biev Bevo Undisputed is, or Undisputed Fury Usyk, and there's like a penalty if they pull out the fight. So all these fights is scheduled. There's already big fights, so you have to pretty much schedule around. Furthermore, who is your promoter? Who are you going to schedule with? Fundora has a broken nose. They said he could request through the WBO. He has to show proof of it, of course. But then he can say, hey, I'm medically unfit to fight. Bro, and y'all tell me I'm tripping and what I'm saying don't make sense and I'm a hater of Bud. Bro, you're a hater. If I'm a hater of Bud, you a hater of the truth and a bum because you don't want to admit what's being said. And people keep throwing out this BBL Prime. Where are they? I'm going to go to their page. I'm going to go to BLP. What's the name? BLT Prime. I'm going to go to them. I want to see what they talking about. Okay, so first of all, BLT Prime, they got 18,000 followers. I got more followers than them. Bro, I'm the new BLT Prime. So they don't. I got my second page. This is my second page, and I got more followers than them. Dead homies. I got more than 18,000. So Crawford gonna fight on BLT Prime, and I got a bigger following on Instagram than them. Look, your boy Ego. Look, I told you I got 51,100 people, so I got a bigger platform. Man, bro. Yeah, go fight on BOT Prime. And you might as well, Crawford might as well fight on my Instagram then. If that's what we doing. I got a bigger following than them. Crawford need to fight on, listen, Crawford, unblock me. I'm going to let you fight on my Instagram. Yeah. Yeah, you can fight on my Instagram. Well, I'm going to go Instagram live and I'll air your next fight if you unblock me. Yeah, Crawford need to fight on my IG. Dead homies. He need to fight on my Instagram. I'll call Aiden Ross and Neon. We all get it cracking. Yeah, let a streamer do your fight. Yeah, let us stream your fight though. Dead homies. Yeah, you don't got no promoter. Who you gonna turn to? You need me. You don't got no promoter. You don't work with PBC. Work with me. Yeah, I got 50. Look, I got on my second page. Yeah, let's make some money. Okay. Yeah, let's get Kai Sanat. Yeah. Yeah, let all the streamers gang up. Blocking Ego for speaking the real. A lot of people want yes men, so they're not going to like what I have to say. Why would you like, if you think you the mastermind and you don't remember that I mastermind, listen, I said if you think you the mastermind, but you forget that I mastered mine, I've mastered my craft, bro. That's why Bud, he don't want to, you know what I mean? He don't want people to apparently speak the real. You want a bunch of yes men that's like, oh, Bud, you did it. You set history. You a champ. You know what I mean? And he's good. He's a good fighter, bro. He's a good fighter. I never have taken that away from him. But that doesn't mean because you a good fighter. Jordan was the best basketball player ever. He ain't the best coach. He ain't the best owner. What are we talking about? Y'all bums. So y'all bums because y'all can't handle that. Y'all can't handle that MJ is the best player ever, but he's not the best owner. He's the best owner of a basketball team ever because he was the best player. That's Crawford. You could beat Jordan in the ring, beat Jordan out the ring. You see? Crawford surviving off of SPs. Bro, don't nobody give a damn because you want an SB. What does that have to do? Like, that's a good personal. I'm not trying to say it like that, but I'm saying that's a good personal goal. But that you ain't gonna get no leverage. Like, okay, that SB ain't making people buy your fights. Put it that way. So you could have won an SB, an Emmy, a Grammy, a Nickelodeon Kids Choice Award. We don't give a damn. Bro, that Nickelodeon Kids Choice Award ain't making people buy your fights. You could have won a Pulitzer Prize, Nobel Peace Prize. You got the Purple Heart. They still not buying your fights with all that. So what does that mean? What that mean? He's showing us the Scholastic book orders. Like, bro, none of that stuff is increasing your sales. Cause you with the Scholastic with the book orders. Cause you on the honor roll. We don't care about that. They make a fight we want to see. Fight boots. That's what, yeah. And that's the crazy thing. I'd rather see the boots fight than Crawford Fundora. For real, for real. That's corny. What's corny? What's corny? What you talking about? Bro, y'all don't want to admit it, but it is what it is. And then here's the other thing about Crawford. He don't like talking to the media. Bro, I seen a video. Ellie was like asking him questions. He walked right by Ellie. Man, bro, Ellie a pioneer in this game. You gonna walk right by Ellie like that. Good luck, bro. Good luck. You block boxing ego, the best in the business, and it's not even close. Ellie was trying to interview with you. I don't even know why you did that to him. There's a video. I seen it. Ellie got the video. He posted the video. He was walking, and Crawford just got in the car and ignored him. Like treating media like that because you don't, you know what I mean? You're a celebrity. You don't have to agree with everything that people say. Nobody really disrespected you on some like, oh, you can't fight, you suck. Nobody did that. Nobody did that. We all give you props for being a dog in the ring and lacing them up and stuff. Ain't nobody did that. We don't have to agree with everything. And then you disrespected Ellie like that, bro. And that ain't snitching. The video's on YouTube. It's a video. It's like a published video where you disrespected that man. And then like, bro, Bud used to do little stuff like do interviews before he was mad at me or whatever. He used to do interviews with other people. And I think he did it to fight hype. He was like, they would ask him a question. He said, who you with? And they'd be like, fight hype. And he'd be like, nah, next. And he'd just like skip them. Like, why are you acting like that, bro? You didn't let your skill like overtake like the humility of it. You're a beast of a fighter. Nobody took that away from you, bro. But you can still have some humility to it. There's people far richer, very talented that don't be acting like that. Like I seen this video of The Rock. And there's this bus tour that was going to tour his house, like drive by his house. He pulled up to the bus and he's like, hey, what's up? Who y'all looking for? That like he a down-to-earth dude. He a down-to-earth dude. He didn't have to do that. And then like little stuff. You out here telling the world that the Boots fight don't make sense. You trying to cash out, dog. That's what I think. You're trying to cash out. You know your retirement is near, so you want to take the right opportunities and the perfect, precise opportunities. But that's not boxing, bro. Boots is a better fight. Man, fight Josh Kelly. Yeah, fight Josh Kelly. Because if Sebastian Fundora vacates the belt by fighting Errol or by fighting Tim Tszyu rematch, he'll have to vacate the belt. And then the next person in line for that is likely Josh Kelly. Bro, it's going to look ugly if Crawford fights Josh Kelly. That's all I can say. If Crawford fights Josh Kelly, that's going to be ugly, bro. Crawford could face Josh Kelly for the vacant WBO. So I'm going to be very hands-on and paying attention and looking at the news cycle and seeing what happens next. But that's going to be really weird because the last thing I'll say is this. How do you downplay a fight with Boots but then fight Josh Kelly? I'm going to ask again. How can you downplay Boots and say, like, there's no value in it, blah, 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 but then fight Josh Kelly? I want to hear the excuses y'all come up with. Because no matter what you come up with, I guarantee you'll have a counter. Tell me an intelligible response for how you can demote Boots in his fight and say you don't want it or it makes no sense, but then turn around and fight Josh Kelly for a vacant belt if that happens. Tell me, please let me know how that makes any sense. And please don't say Josh Kelly got a better resume than Boots. So I'm waiting. See, Y'all can't answer nothing I'm asking. He said because Boots might just be him. So you would rather fight a white British dude with no profile who been stopped before for a vacant belt. So it's not like he's the champion for a vacant belt, because if Fundora goes a different direction, that belt will get vacated. Boots ain't fight nobody. But then the same goes for Josh Kelly. Who did he fight? Nah, that don't make sense. I told you, no matter what the excuse is, I got to counter for it. Okay, if you say Boots ain't fought nobody, fine. Then who is Josh Kelly fought? If the metric is your resume is not strong enough, then tell me what names that Josh Kelly has fought that makes his resume stronger. Oh, cat got your tongue? What resume names gives Josh Kelly all the strength in the world on his resume, but Boots' resume is sus? Ego got butt on the ropes. Yeah, not to mention what Soak just said. The world wants Boots at 47. Word. See, no, again, that's why you guys, I give y'all a choice. You can hear what I'm saying and you know what I'm saying and analyze it. It'll make sense. People always say, oh, you're hating, but then they can't explain themselves out of a wet paper bag. Explain in any world, any circumstance, how you would rather see Josh Kelly and why that fight is more valuable than a Boots fight. You won't be able to do it. Oh, because he's fighting for a title. Oh, I would fight him because it's for the vacant title. Okay, fighting Gervonta Ennis would be for an IBF title, and you'll be 3X undisputed. That's what I'm saying. There's literally no selling point. Boots also said he would fight Bud at 54 in multiple interviews. That's what I'm saying. I promise you, there's no advantage and selling point that would make the Josh Kelly fight bigger or make more sense than Boots. Boots is the better fighter. He's undefeated. He's never been stopped. So if you were able to stop him, that would be a hell of a statement. Josh Kelly got stopped by a guy you stopped in David Avanesian. Why do we want to see that? Boots is younger than Josh Kelly, I believe. He comes from a fight town. He's a clean-cut black American with slickness, with movement, with power in both hands, switch hitter. Why? Yeah, Josh Kelly is to be honest, Josh Kelly, he cool, he all right, but Josh Kelly is a watered-down version of a slick American fighter. He has a little, like, you know what I'm saying? That's like saying Chris Brown ain't a good dancer, but Justin Timberlake or something is. Like, bro, Justin Timberlake can't dance. I'm talking about just pure dancing better than Chris Brown. Man, I'm telling you. So it's going to be real interesting to see how this plays out, because it's going to get real funky. It just depends on what move Bud makes. Fight Boots if you can't get Fundora. And the other thing is this: why not sign the PBC? They got all these guys. You would rather, instead of fighting with PBC, you would really rather fight on Boxer or whoever Josh Kelly fights with in the UK. And you think that's going to close your career better? Bro, that's going to make it look like you don't want to take chances. Let me know what you guys think. I'll be back tomorrow with some heat. Everybody have a good night.